NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback. Jones looking to throw right away. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing Jones. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 90 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On third down, here comes Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to that. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Well, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Harris to return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 11 yards for number 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen. But this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And it's complete to Mitchell. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's complete to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way down to the 9. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. Good guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
McCann's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Watson complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, 26, come out!
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 32 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it's going to be second down. To throw again, Jones. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Pass midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. It's caught. Mitchell.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Nice move at the 40.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might get the yard down to 16.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Jones.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he's brought down.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Jones to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. An inside give to Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
The Lions offense set to take over. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now he dumps this off over the middle, finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quintez Cephas.
40 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer. Jones throwing for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Second and 11 now.
Rodgers looking to throw.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, we're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,